Okay, can everybody see my screen? Okay, so if you've been following along, we've been working on this Dallas hair or Dallas extensions hair site, and since we've been working on it, we have gained 32 new organic keywords that we are like showing for in Google. So as you add content to your site, like via blog or creating new pages, and as time progresses, you begin to show for more keywords. And as you begin to show for more keywords, you begin to get more impressions. More impressions lead to more traffic. So that's like the overall goal behind like blogging. So yesterday I was seeing like, hey, what are our new keywords? So I will filter this out by our most recent, and I noticed there was a keyword that stood out, and it was this one. So it has pretty decent search volume, but for some reason it went from 0 to 22. So that's like right at page two. And from there, I checked to see if it ranked for any other keywords, and it did. And it had like these three kind of on page two as well. So that's a signal to me that, and also this page has zero backlinks. So if we go to overview, there's no links to this page. So my thought process is that if we go ahead and acquire some links, we should be able to at least get to the bottom of page one. Now, I did one more thing. I checked the top 10 results in Google for this keyword. So best shampoo for wavy hair. And I checked out the top 10, and I noticed there was one website that was fairly small or new, which is another signal to me that we may be able to sneak in here if Google is ranking a very small site like this. And also, it did not have any backlinks. So we're going to use backlinks to our advantage and go acquire some backlinks so we can attempt to rank on the first page, like in the top 10 for this target keyword. Any questions so far? Is this making sense? Yeah, no, maybe. Okay, so let's see where we at. So the site, the site I use to purchase backlinks is legit. Legit. Um, Give me 1 second. I have to grab my other computer and get my login. While I do that, do y'all have any questions?
Troy, this is no lag. So I have a question. So I feel like I've missed something with the backlinks. I've heard you speak on them before, but I don't get it.
So a backlink is a link from another site. Do you have like another friend, like a close friend that's a hairstylist?
Uh huh.
And so essentially, what you can do is you can reach out to her and say, "Hey, I'll write a blog post for your website." Then you would include a link to your site in that blog post. Now she would put that blog post on her website. So now you have a link back from her site.
Okay. So how does that help me with a link to her site?
So if you were trying to rank number one in Google, what city are you
Atlanta.
in? And give me one of your services that you offer.
Retwist.
So if you're trying to rank for the keyword Atlanta retwist, 9 times out of 10, in order for you to be in the top three positions for that keyword, if I go to Google and search that, you're probably going to need some backlinks coming to your site.
Okay.
So backlinks are trust signals to Google. Imagine there's a brand new website with no links from anyone. Then there's a site. What's a There's another hair salon in Atlanta, but maybe it has a backlink from the city council or the local McDonald's or I don't know, the local gym,
Okay.
that site has a little bit more trust in Google's eyes because other sites are essentially referring that site by giving them
Because
backlinks.
of the backlinks.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay.
But yeah, right now, this is just my natural progression into acquiring backlinks because, again, I'm explaining why we're on page two, so it's a good time for backlinks. But when you're just getting started with SEO, I tell everyone like your main concern right now is just uploading like not 1,000, but 100 new blog posts on your site
Okay.
before we start concerning ourselves with backlinks.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let me try this password. Man, who made this long password? What? Only attempted twice. Clowns. Okay, so maybe they have thrown a wrench into our plans. Let me see something. Okay, so really quickly, I'm gonna put at least put the page. Y'all probably don't need to see the order process. Okay, so we're gonna use this guy for purchasing our backlinks. Now, depending on the level of difficulty, that's going to determine how many backlinks you need. Since we know right now the top 10 results don't really have a lot of backlinks. Let's see. We have 35, 121. Actually, we should be counting the domain. So 17, 183, and 88. So we're going to shoot for 10. The thing is, a lot of these links on these sites are probably like bad links. So we can like look them up. And bad links just mean they're not really that strong. So remember, we're paying attention to the DR domain rating. That's pretty much telling us how strong the domain is or how big it is, meaning how many pages it could potentially have on the site. If you notice, all of these backlinks are like three, four, a few 50s, but I don't think these are good sites. Meaning, we may not have to match the amount of numbers of backlinks. We just have to have better quality backlinks, like stronger backlinks. And typically, this guy provides some pretty good backlinks. So, so this part, YouTube, you're not gonna be able to see. So I'm streaming on my workstation, but I switched over to my. So can y'all on Zoom see my screen? Since I could not log in on my workstation.
No.
Okay, one second. I couldn't log in on my workstation, so I'm gonna log in on my computer, and I'm just sharing like the process of buying this. Can y'all see it now?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go with basic. Oh, we got a discount. So we're gonna go with basic, and we're gonna go to quick checkout. I think then X, then credit card, then um, It's not any of these cards. At least I don't think. 1 second. Any questions?
That's it. So we can basically purchase backlinks from them. And then I think I remember you said like Fiverr, of course. And then what are other ways for us to like rig the system?
So this is the rigging of the system. You're not supposed to buy backlinks.
Okay.
You're supposed to naturally acquire them, meaning like you're reaching out to other writers or blog sites and asking for a link opportunity. Buying backlinks is technically frowned upon. This is considered like black hat SEO.
Okay. Okay.
But I would not show this to you if I would not do this to my own sites because some people may
Gotcha.
tell you that don't do black hat SEO. It's like the worst thing ever, but they're just trying to scare you. Um,
They don't want to see you win, huh? Oh, let's stop.
Let me stop sharing my screen. I need to add another card. What I want to say.
Get over.
Yeah, learning SEO in the beginning can be intimidating, especially if you like getting information from different sources, and they'll sweeping down black hat. You know you shouldn't do it, but the issue with black hat SEO is people like to get really aggressive with this stuff, and that's when it can have like negative effects. So imagine like if you have a brand new website and you're doing SEO, and in the second week you come to this site and you buy 50 links. That's probably going to have a negative effect on your SEO because it's not natural.
So how many do you think we should like get to for it to just not be a problem?
So when I'm dealing with like a new site, I would spread my links out. I would not. So even now we're getting 10. If this site was like brand new, I would probably find like 5 pages that I want to try to rank for and give each page 2 links.
Okay.
But right now, since our this domain is close to 2 years old, it's getting a little traffic, and it already has backlinks. We're just going to spam all 10 backlinks on this one page and hope we don't get our site
Not the
taken.
other
Okay, so I just purchased it. So all you're doing is they're going to ask you for your keyword and anchor text. So anchor text is like the words that you want like clickable. Let me see if I can find an example. Oh, I got to go back to my other computer. I'll show y'all once I'm done. But if you're watching on YouTube, damn it, Bobby, let me show you. So like this would be anchor text, like shea moisture coconut. So anything that's clickable, that's your anchor text. So now we're just gonna grab the URL, and it was this one. Now, I did not explain. This piece of content is linked out to affiliate products, meaning someone that's going to Google and searching best shampoo for wavy hair, they're in market for this product. They're just looking for the best option for them. We're providing value by making this list and ranking them like 1 to 5. And if they're like, hey, I really like this one, they'll click on this link and it'll take them to Amazon. Then if they check out, we'll get a commission. So that's why we're putting money on this now. We bet $100 to see if we can at least get to the first page of Google. If we can get to the first page of Google, we probably will place one more $100 bet to get us in the top three. Once we're in the top three, we should be making recurring automated, what do you call it, passive income. It's probably not going to be a lot because these are $14 products, but maybe let's say it's $50 a month for a total investment from us of $200. Eventually, we will make our money back and some. Does that make sense? So this is kind of what we're doing with the SEO stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it makes sense.
So we're betting with our strategy or our know-how by creating this. Then from here, we're betting with our money. Where we at? Okay, so all this person needs is our URL. Then we'll let him choose our anchor text. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we just successfully purchased our first backlinks. Now I'm about to switch back computers.
Yay.
Are y'all happy now?
Yes. So this kind of like off topic, but kind of where you were with the, I guess the Amazon stuff. So how could you like kind of expand on the Amazon? Is there a way that you could possibly like create an account or like a store and just kind of sell some of the products that you may be sending backlinks for or something like that? Or I mean, anchor text or whatever you just said too.
Yeah, so
Trying to get
this
more
is the
clarity.
page,
Okay.
and here we have the 5 products. So when
Okay.
they click on one, it'll take them to Amazon. Then they'll check out here.
I'm talking about you, like yourself, sell the products.
You're a genius. Okay, this is what I didn't talk about. I'm
Mm,
glad you asked. So, I hope y'all have y'all pencils ready. We are the curator of this article. So whatever we say is number one is number one. So nothing is stopping you. Maybe money, but this is how we generate money. Remember, this is our out of cost or out of pocket costs. Let's call it $200. But that's we're making $50 a month, and we get up to $1,000. Now we can take that $1,000 and invest in our own branded shampoo for wavy hair,
hmm
and put ourselves at number one, or just remove everyone altogether.
okay.
So these are the like natural. You can be lazy about this and just collect your $50 a week, or you can take it to the next level if you want even more profit for the work that you've done. So that's why the majority of these blog posts on this site were shampoo related because we had the idea to create a shampoo product, but there's no need to rush. We can just go get the traffic first, then develop the product. I think
Yes.
that's the easy part. Then we already have somewhere to sell it.
Gotcha.
Great question, Cece.
Mm, trying
But
to get some money, honey.
but yeah, that's ultimately what you're doing. These are just the steps I would take, especially if I had no money. I love strategies that don't require much money. And even with the backlinks, we may not have needed backlinks. We're just trying to speed up the process. We could have probably just, this honestly is not even SEO optimized. This is a terrible piece of content. But this was written like when ChatGPT was brand new. Like we haven't touched this in like 2 years. Is the date on here? March 29th. I think that's like 23 or something. Um, where is Kira Griffin? I got a word for you. But so the next thing we have to do for this is update the content. So I think even updating the content is going to give us a slight boost in our rankings because let's see.
Would you be able to just kind of like update the content to make it like you just said?
Yeah, so now we're going to really assess what's in the top 10. Remember, I told y'all, we're just, whatever ChatGPT give us, we just copy and paste and see where it lands. We landed on page 2. Now we really need to start going into see what are the top 3 people doing. This one is saying NA for the amount of words on the page. This one says like close to 3,500, so I'm going to check this one first. Remember, we're even competing on the amount of words that's on the page. Our page only has 745 words. That's probably why we're on page 2. So we need to see how this is structured. So they have way more content than us. And this looks better.
Yep.
So they have 18 products. We're probably going to shoot for like 25. That way we have more products and we're going to have more words. And they're playing the same game. So I don't know if y'all noticed this traffic when they click shop now is even going to either going to Cosmos shop. They have Walmart, Amazon, Bloomingdale. So they're affiliates at Walmart, Amazon, or Nordstrom's, Bloomingdale. So they get a commission regardless of where they're buying it from. Oh, actually, so this is crazy. They're selling this one. So you would check out on their site for this. But the others that they probably, I guess, they don't carry, such as, let's see. Like this, if you click, it'll take you to Walmart. Any questions about any of this? So this is why we all should have a blog, because it's another opportunity for us to make additional revenue, but also launch new products. Because if you have the traffic, you can control where the traffic goes. But these are the efforts that we take every day, or at least every week, to get traffic. We research keywords. And you can use ChatGPT for this because this tool is paid. But if you're just gonna start it, just ask ChatGPT. Like somebody give me a product that you're interested in selling.
Thanks. Double bowl sinks.
Hey, can you give me a list of 15 FAQ sync related keywords? We probably can do a better prompt than this, but let's see what it comes up with. Remake, but for individuals in the beginning of the buying process, a sync. Okay, so these keywords may not have like a buy intent, so we're going to give like better instructions. So what's the difference between undermount, top mount? What material is best? double or a single. Give me 10 more for individuals that are in
Ooh,
process of remodeling their kitchen. So again, just get more specific about how you talk to these AI tools, and it'll give you better outputs. And so if you like this, you just keep asking it for more and more questions, and just then, like, let's say you're happy with this list, write me an SEO optimize blog post about number one.
hard work.
Say it one more time.
ChatGPT.
You said ChatGPT. Can y'all hear?
We heard what you heard.
But yeah, here go our SEO content. Then you just paste this over to your blog. But every day, a new blog post.
So, what about when you're adding like video to this stuff? Um, how do you go by like picking what videos to like add from like YouTube and stuff?
Okay, so you would take the keyword. What is the best thing for? So this is what shows up for that keyword. So you can grab this lady's video, or just really whatever you like.
Okay,
This part
so
doesn't matter. Now the absolute best is, I'll let you answer that.
wait, what you talking about?
What's the absolute best option for this?
The first one, right?
No, you.
What? Oh, me. Oh, you always want us to do work.
It
What
just
you trying
makes
to
the
do?
most sense, but you don't have to. But I'm always going to say the absolute best option.
Yeah, just throw me out of it.
I mean, why send business to your competitors?
Well, I guess that makes sense. You're right. You're right.
But for the time
Because
being, keep doing this, use their content. But when you get to page two, okay, clean it up. Now I got to get on camera. Just swap the videos
gotcha,
out
gotcha.
because nobody's going to see it on page seven.
Haven't made it to the page yet. Probably on 122.
And you got a brand new domain. All your content gonna land on page 11.
And then with the images, you said just download it to the computer and then like change the name to like what your business name or
You want to insert your keyword inside of
oh,
the
okay,
the
okay,
yeah the picture.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I was using Yoast, the SEO thing, and that was one of the things that was recommending like for me to add like media and the picture. Um, it did say that I wasn't putting enough keywords in my headings, and so they like I guess rate your blogs. I know you say don't worry about that, just make whatever.
Yeah, you don't listen.
Um, so I was just looking at that. I had a free trial, so I tried it.
And all it did was waste more time.
I mean, it was some good stuff because I knew my stuff was not laid out right, you know.
What she's referring to is like these type of tools. But you're pretty much only going to see this on WordPress.org. But it'll kind of give you like best practices for SEO, like optimizing the content. I personally ignore all of this stuff. But we have people writing this for us, so they're going through and optimizing. But if we go find one of my blog posts, anything green was not me. Now this yellow, these are mine, and you'll probably see some reds too.
And green is good, just so you know.
Thought I had some reds in here,
But I mean, that's good. That's decent.
but yeah, it is. I mean, I don't want to get y'all into bad habits. If you just want to take this slow and do this right, you paste your content, you add some photos or one photo, then you go find a video on YouTube, then just follow the best practices or what the tools are saying. Like if you have access to like this EOS plugin, you just try to make sure all of this stuff turns green. Now, if you don't have that, you can kind of just ask ChatGPT, like, "Hey, what are the SEO best practices?" And or go find a document. Let's see, SEO best practices. You probably find a document online and just feed it to one of these tools. So we'll copy this URL and we'll paste it and turn on deep search and say, what is this about? Actually, ChatGPT just got a deep search feature. Let me see if I have that. Is this it? Yep. What is this about?
Troy, so
Yeah.
this tool right here, this is legit when you're referencing a tool.
No, legit was the marketplace we used to buy the backlinks.
Okay, so what's the tool?
Uh, Either I think I was referring to Grok, like
Oh, Grok. Okay,
or ChatGPT, and I just
okay,
remember this deep search feature ChatGPT has as well,
okay.
but it doesn't look like it's working right now. And so what we were doing was having to do research on SEO best practices, so it can like train itself. It's like, hey, now give me some content based on these SEO best practices.
Okay, cool.
Because the goal is to put the best content on Google so we can land on page one or two.
Yes.
This Detroit. Gotcha.
Now rewrite this based on these best practices. Uh, okay, so we had it write this out. Then I told it go, I guess, train itself on best practices. Let's see if it's a little bit different. So the only thing we're gonna do to judge this competition is see if it this AI detector, like, we just need to beat 100. See if this is any better. That's funny. It should say 100%. I mean, this honestly doesn't look any better.
think Yoast. I don't know what that price. I think their price is it 100? It's one more tool that I looked at.
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
I know.
At the very beginning, you're
I'm
talking
not.
about, oh, we need to save money, but you're trying to
Yes,
buy
that's
tools you don't need. Oh, okay.
well. I'm talking about once we get there, cause like, come on, these like the what we call this, the blogs like are not like they're good, but they're just not like the best,
You don't know. Stop
and
it.
so they are not.
No, those are like some of the best pieces of content on the internet. Okay, so it detected both was AI, but let's see if this thing is full of BS. But no, you don't need any of those tools at all. You're just trying to spend money on shit and thinking it's gonna help you. None of those tools work, and I can prove it.
Okay, I'm not gonna use tools.
Because even if you had the worst content on earth, you still could just spam it with some good backlinks. Okay, as I figured, this thing just thinks everything is AI. So, and it's free. It's not doing any research. But yeah, none of that stuff is going to help you. Make sure your keyword is in your URL. That's number one. Then your keyword is inside of your heading. So just like this, you see the best shampoo for wavy hair. It's in our URL. Then it's here. And I'm even showing you, like, we're ranking with poor content. And I'm not even going to change any of this right now, or should I? We're going to get movement just with the backlinks. That should push us to those 10 backlinks should push us to top 10. Let me see something. So I guess these are. Oh, let me see. What turn this off? How what are some you would include in this? Oh shit. These subheadings need SEO. Okay, so now we're going to ask, can you research 15 more shampoos for wavy hair with the highest ratings? Yeah, they need to fix this UI. This is dumb. Okay, so this is my first time using the ChatGPT deep research. But one thing I noticed, you can't see what it's doing. Well, maybe now. Versus Grok is extremely like detailed. Or maybe this is really slow. Yeah, see, it has like a load bar. Versus Grok is kind of explaining its thoughts. So that's not engaging. So we're gonna move along. But now we're gonna start planning on how we're gonna reconstruct this blog page. Man, this is gonna be a lot of content. So basically, ChatGPT. Let me see. I asked ChatGPT for some headings, which are these. And I said, "Hey, make it SEO related." Meaning, if someone is searching like wavy shampoo for wavy hair, these questions are probably showing up on Google in the people also ask section. So, what is best? How to choose? So basically, the best strategy is either we want to add all of these questions like in FAQ format onto our blog post. That way we have the most relevant page, because anything that's on the first page of Google, such as these questions, you probably want to include in your blog post. But what this also is going to do is give us an opportunity to add more content. So So looks like close to 20 FAQs, and the answer to these questions could be, let's say, 100 to 200 to 300 words of text, which is going to give us a lot of content. On top of, we're going to have to write up content about the 20 plus shampoos. So we should be well over the like number two position had about, let's see, I think 3,900 words or 35, 45. So 3489. So we need to outdo this number. If we're trying to shoot for the number one position, we need to beat this. Or probably not going to get number one. Looks like Reddit has number one, but we'll at least shoot for number two. Okay, let's see what this is doing. So it looks like it's referencing that list that we just looked at on Cosmo, then Amazon. Okay, so we don't have to worry about this. Now what we can have Grok do is start writing up content about, okay, let's see. Can you write up, let's see, 200 to 300 words of SEO optimized content around this question. So here's another hack, like using these tools. When you have this write up content like section by section, your content is going to be more thorough, because it's only, they have limits that they can write in like one go.
Gotcha.
So this would be like a second heading, H2. Then again, another thing is the more keywords we have related to the topic, we're going to start to show for more keywords. So the more keywords we show for, the more traffic we're going to get. Do the same for.
Oh, and the tool also like tells you the percentage of like your blog
Oh, your keyword
has.
density. Like, come on, man, stop it.
It tells you
those are
like,
not real
y'all
things.
got this amount of keywords.
Google does not care about that. Like, oh, let's rank CC because she mentioned double sync 20 times and a competitor mentioned it twice.
Yeah, because the competitor ain't talking about double six, so we gotta talk to the person that's talking about double six.
Okay, well, those rules no longer apply because that stuff is easy to manipulate. The
Okay.
only signal that we cannot manipulate is what?
The headline one.
The headline.
I don't know.
We cannot um, recreate or fake user behavior. So imagine you had your fancy 20 mentionings of double syncs, and I had one mention. Now let's imagine people stay on my site for 5 minutes and they stay on your site for 1 minute. I'm going to get the rankings, not you.
But I mentioned it 20 times.
I'm doing what's more important. I'm keeping the
That makes
user on the platform. I'm providing them with actual value. There's no value in mentioning sync 100 times or 20 times. I don't even know how you naturally do that without annoying the reader.
okay.
They gonna like, yeah, this spam next.
That's spam. That's spam. Okay, okay, I got you.
Stop being a spammer. Remember, there's a real human reading this on the other end.
Okay.
So yeah, um, we do spam tactics to make our way all the way up to page 2. Then we clean up because it's showtime. So right now, what I'm doing, these are the efforts to clean up. This takes a lot more time and energy and strategy than just spamming, blog posts. We're going a little bit deeper. Now we still copying and pasting, but we're doing a lot of copying and pasting just for like one piece of content now.
So would you go back in and edit that particular blog, or would you just create a new blog with about that amount of content?
Oh my word.
What did you say, dude? I didn't even see.
So look, if you create a new blog post, you're going to have a new address.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. Okay, see, okay, just say
Good
edit
question.
it
Good
and change it
question.
out. That's all you have to say. But that makes more sense to me. Gotcha.
So you want us to not rank.
No.
But yeah, never alter your URLs. Because imagine in CC's case, if she, what if we all gave her a backlink to a double sync countertop page? She got 100 backlinks, and she's like, oh, I want to rank higher, so let me go create a new one. But the new blog post or new page would have a new address and no longer have any of the backlinks. So
Gotcha,
we're gonna
gotcha.
build this out here in Google Docs. Then we will probably just transfer it over to the website. And I'm not gonna do all of this today because then again we're trying to get to Hollywood. We have to be very pretty, so we're gonna have a lot of nice photos and everything. But this is like just the boring part. We're just copying and pasting this stuff to get the content. Any questions about this so far? And what I'm thinking, so backlinks are tricky. Once like a backlink post, you're probably not going to see any movement in your rankings for like 3 weeks. So depend. I think this the guy we used. His delivery time is like 30 days. It could be sooner. Oh, I forgot I don't have the password. Wait, does this work? Nope. And we really could like go crazy with this. We're actually probably going to do that. Is put in some YouTube videos. Maybe two. We also technically could find a related YouTube video for each subheading. It's like where the person who's looking for this, they do not have to leave our website for anything because we've covered everything there is to do about shampoo for wavy hair.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're gonna do one more. Then I'll probably finish this up tomorrow. Then we're gonna see what ChatGPT came up with for the additional 15 products. Okay, no need to go through all of this. Now, write me a 500 word review. Now we're going to create 500 word reviews for each shampoo, starting with number one. Do you understand? So this is going to take some time, even with tools. So you can imagine how long it would take somebody. Dang, this is crazy. Like we're able to research this. It now I'm saying it's slow now because we're being spoiled, but in reality, that didn't really take a lot of time. And now we have the same. We're going to use the same tool to actually write out the review. So when it's all said and done, I mean, it's probably going to be like 15,000 words of text on that page. So let's see. The only thing I don't know why I did that, it put a 500 word in depth review. We don't want that on our blog post. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. Then it's asking like, do shampoo number two? Yes. And we're just gonna put this at the top. Move this. Then this would be a second heading. I'll probably put that somewhere like here. Mm, okay, this save weird in a weird file format. Let me see. So we're gonna just screenshot it. Darn it, Bobby. Okay, there we go. Okay, so remember we want to put our keyword in the actual file and upload. Now I probably won't continue to insert photos because I don't think I could just copy and paste this over. I'll have to, just add the photos how we normally add them inside of Squarespace. Is this making sense to everybody so far? Any questions?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have our second one.
Troy, are you gonna have this recorded somewhere? Is this recorded or not?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. But no need to rewatch. Just message me what you specifically struggle with. I'm gonna do like it'll be more of a like a course, like tutorial, and I can just give that to y'all where it'll be like kind of step by step.
Okay. So what? So the initial statement you made about writing 100 blogs, how many words should that be?
So we have a prompt that we give you, and the prompt says it's telling ChatGPT it should be between 1,500 and 2,000 words. Now it's not going to write all of it. Probably, CC, what were you averaging?
About 900.
So it'll do like 900. Now, if you do need it to be 2,000 words, you have to do it like subheading by subheading. Just how I was just doing, I was copying each subheading and just letting it write that little section because it's not going to write 2,000 words in one shot. Now,
Yeah. I was able to reprompt it to like, hey, because it'll say, hey, do you have to have 2,000 or whatever, and they'll extend and add additional stuff. So that's what I was able to do to get to like that 2,000 or that 1,500.
okay, perfect.
People are actually reading it? Actually gonna read that much?
Yes, you'll be
Wow.
surprised.
Okay. Because they tell us people don't read, so I'm confused.
Somebody read.
Wait,
They steady making books.
they tell
Well,
you
yeah,
they
true
tell you
that.
certain people don't read.
Certain people don't read. Okay, correction. Okay.
Now, keep in mind, we're doing this to please Google. Only when you're
Okay.
on the first page are you trying to deal with the end user. And they may not, it's all also going to depend on what they're looking for. A lot of people just need the direct answer. They do not want to read through all of that
Right.
stuff. But that's why the absolute best strategy is pairing this with a YouTube video that we just throw on top for the people
Okay.
that for some reason search Google for the answer to the question versus YouTube. And on top of that, remember we could use Notebook LM to create a audio of this so they can just listen.
Okay.
So I think we're on our second one. Okay, actually pasted that already. So I notice it keeps doing the same thing with this 500. Yes, but don't mention that it's a 500 word review. But did anyone else have any questions before I hop off? And all that when you get a chance, just shoot me a message on WhatsApp and let me know what you need help with specifically as far as the
Okay.
SEO stuff, and I will just make like a SOP for you.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Thank you.
No problem. Taniqua, CC, Ron, do you have any questions?
You said you were gonna send us like the some curriculum or something.
Send a what?
You said you were gonna send us like a step by step.
Yeah, message me so I can know to send it to you because I have to make it first. But whoever is requesting it, I'll send it to y'all first. Okay, well, if we don't have any more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. If y'all do have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM.
All right. Have a good one, everybody.
All right, talk soon.